In 1976, residents of a small town of Circleville, Ohio, began receiving anonymous letters. Typed in blocked letters, the messages knew personal details, secrets, about people's lives. One letter targeted Mary Gillespie, a local school bus driver. It accused her of having an affair with the school superintendent, Gordon Macy. "I know where you live," one letter warned. "I've been observing your house and know you have children. This is no joke. Please take it serious." Soon, her husband, Ron Gillespie, received letters too, demanding he go to the school board or be killed. Mary denied the affair. She and Ron chose silence, but the letters didn't stop. They only got worse. Threats turned public. The letter writer promised to expose Mary through SB radio and billboards. Terrified, they turned to the family. Karen, Ron's sister, and her husband, Paul Fresher, a respected worker at Anheuser-Busch and a former prison guard. Mary suspected someone, David Longberry, another bus driver, who once made a pass at her. Paul agreed to write an anonymous warning letter to Longberry, telling him to stop. After a while, things got quiet. But then, the signs appeared. The letters evolved into vulgar signs posted across town, accusing Gordon Macy of being involved with Gillespie's 12-year-old daughter, Tracy. Ron began tearing them down before his daughter could see them. On August 19, 1977, Ron received a phone call. He grabbed his gun and left the house and crashed his car into a tree. He died instantly. His death was ruled an accident, but questions lingered. Ron had fired his gun once. No bullet was found. And according to the family, Ron wasn't much of a drinker, yet his blood alcohol level said otherwise. The town buzzed with suspicion. More letters arrived, claiming Sheriff Dwight Radcliffe was covering something up, that Mary and Macy were responsible for Ron's death. Meanwhile, Mary's life unraveled. She later admitted she had been involved with Macy, but insisted it started after the letters. She, like Karen, moved into a trailer on her property while divorcing Paul. Then, on February 7, 1983, everything changed. While on her bus route, Mary noticed a booby-trapped sign. When she pulled it off, she discovered a box with a string attached to a loaded pistol, rigged to fire. The serial number had been scratched off, but enough was left to trace it. It had belonged to Paul. Mary and the police were stunned. Why would Paul try to kill Mary? Paul was arrested. He posted a $50,000 bond, then checked into a hospital for a psychological evaluation. He later dropped an insanity plea. A co-worker of Paul testified that Paul had purchased the gun for $35. Personnel records showed Paul had taken off work the same day Mary found the trap. Handwriting experts said samples from Paul's employment file matched 391 of the letters and 103 postcards. In total, over 1,000 letters had been mailed across southern Ohio, some even laced with arsenic. Paul admitted owning the gun, but said it had gone missing. He claimed police had asked him to copy the letters, which explained the handwriting match. Still, in October 1983, after a short trial, Paul was found guilty of attempted murder. He was sentenced to 7 to 25 years, plus 3 years for firearm possession. He was never charged with writing the letters, but the letters didn't stop. Even while in solitary confinement, residents, including Paul himself, continued receiving them. One to Paul read, "Now, when are you going to believe you aren't getting out of there? I told you 2 years ago. When we set them up, they stay set up. Don't you listen at all?" Paul was paroled in 1994, still claiming innocence. But why would he target his in-laws? One theory, he was trying to protect his wife, Karen. Maybe Ron had learned of Mary's affair. But Paul and Karen's marriage was troubled. Karen accused him of physical abuse in divorce filings. Could she have framed him? There was also a key witness the police ignored. Another bus driver claimed to see a yellow El Camaro parked near the booby-trapped sign and a man who didn't match Paul's appearance. The man was never identified. Paul died in 2012. He took his secrets, if he had any, with him. No new evidence has surfaced. The Circleville letters mystery remains unsolved. In 2021, CBS's 48 Hours revisited the case. The FBI profile Mary Ellen O'Toole said the profile didn't fit Paul, too controlling, too obsessive, but handwriting expert Beverly East focused on one letter. The letter G is shaped like the number 6 in both the threatening letters and Paul's handwriting. She believed Paul wrote them. Even more chilling, his fingerprints were found on letters sent while he was in prison. Still, the police say the case is closed. In 1978 interview, Paul reflected on his past after surviving a prison riot. Paul said, quote, "I still have nightmares every once in a while. I dream about what might have been and what was. But considering it all, I feel I am lucky that I am as well adjusted as I am, considering how close I came to death." End quote. If he was guilty, his motive was never fully understood. If he was innocent, he was a man wrongly accused, set up, as a letter writer claimed. Circleville letters remain one of America's most haunting unsolved mysteries. Who wrote the letters, and why? The answer, it seems, is buried in Circleville forever. What do you think happened in Circleville? Was justice served, or is the real culprit still out there? If you enjoyed this dive into true crime, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And hit the bell so you don't miss the next mystery. Until then, stay curious, stay safe, and keep questioning everything.